All right, this is Scott from Coffeeprops, and we are with Kari from Cure. And Kari, it's Cure what? Coffee?
Cure Coffeehouse, yes.
Cure Coffeehouse. And I'm currently started recording these in coffee shops while I'm doing it. And last time we did an interview, I was at Generations Coffeehouse, and now I'm at Branch Street Coffee in Boardman. And so if there's any ambient noise you might hear in the background, that's what that is. And instead of a stuffy room with nothing happening. So we're glad you joined us, Kari. Tell us, we like to know, what is the story that brings you to the coffee scene, the coffee industry? What's your story?
Well, thank you for having me. So my story has a lot to do with the owners of Cure. So I'm their general manager. Been there for over 5 years now, and it's become kind of a part of me. But I came on initially as their head baker a long time ago, and kind of just getting my feet wet in that little world, and thought I wanted to own a bakery and go explore that world. But the more I kind of got into learning about the coffee and meeting people and seeing the way that it kind of created relationships and so much knowledge and so much new challenges that arise with that, of kind of keeping you on your toes with coffee and making sure that you're always making something wonderful for a customer. I just became so enraptured by it and wanted to continue in more with that. And I didn't know anything at all about coffee prior to 5 years ago. I was a Starbucks drinker and having those, frappuccinos and everything. And so, it kind of changed my whole perspective. And now, knowing the science behind it and everything that goes into that one cup of coffee that you're enjoying is so fascinating and so complex. And I just fell so in love with it. And I couldn't see myself anywhere else at this point.
Yeah. So you started out with baking things, and now you're in the mode of making drinks one by one for one customer at a time, and
Yep.
relationships. That's a common theme, it seems like.
Yes.
Yeah. That's now. Where is Cure Coffeehouse?
So Cure is our flagship. We now have 2 locations, which just happened. Our grand opening of our second location happened over the weekend. And so our flagship, thank you. Our flagship is in downtown Norfolk in the Freemason district in Virginia. We've been there for 6.5 years. And our second location that has celebrated its grand opening this weekend is in Smithfield, Virginia, which is a small town. And we're helping to create a new energy out there, which we're hoping to do.
Oh, that's great. That's Now, were you involved as general manager in the whole creation of that second space?
Yes, the owners. So the owners are Mike Aston and Chris Shelton, and they are fantastic people. They wanted to create a space where there was a lack in Smithfield, and we collaborated and talked a lot and have done a lot of planning over the last almost 2 years now to make that happen out there, and it's come to fruition. And we spend a lot of time, talking about growth and talking about what we want to do and how we can create the atmosphere that we've honed and almost perfected in our Norfolk shop, how we can kind of spread that out there into the world. And we brought that out to Smithfield, and we're excited to see what happens.
Oh, that's great. That's great. So what are the things that you do as a general manager at the store? Normally in the interviews, I'm asking, what is your place in the coffee industry line, from farmer all the way through to consumer? So we kind of know you're a general manager. What's an example of a typical day of a general manager at Pure Coffeehouse?
A little bit of everything. I do anything from working behind the bar at any point during the day or during the weeks. I try to stay on bar as much as I can, to planning events, to talking with customers, to seeing where our needs are. to trying new menu items out and testing things and creating new items that we can put on the menu to entice people to come in more and kind of challenge ourselves. I try to work with training our staff. We have a head trainer, and I work with her, and making sure that everyone's knowledge is up and kind of keeping our standard high and making sure that everyone that's in there feels welcome. And then to, running back and forth between our second shop and making sure that need is met and seeing where the creation out there can grow and flourish and what we need to do to create our standard out in that specific area and what the need in that area is going to be. And I work with our roasters, with our representative from our roasters. We use Counterculture Coffee, and we love them very, very much. And so I keep chatting with them as often as possible, having them come out to train with us and having our staff go out with them, and myself as well, kind of keeping my own skills up as much as possible. And so literally a little bit of everything and trying to make sure that everything's running smoothly. Yeah, jack of all trades, essentially.
Well, and it sounds like you guys have really done a beautiful job. It seems like it's very methodical, but it's also organic. And I got to tell you, one of the reasons I wanted to interview you was because of the fun that your Instagram account portrays. And
that means a lot. That means a lot to us. We do like to have fun. I have a firm belief, and this actually comes from our owners that kind of instill that in me as well, that you should enjoy your job and you should enjoy the place that you go to work. And so we have a very strong family of people that have grown to know and love each other, and we all hang out outside of work. We've all become great friends, and, that goes from ownership to, the people washing dishes. Like, we all want to make sure that we're invested in each other's lives as well as our customers' lives. We have so many friends in our customers. A lot of us have met our significant others through our shop. Myself included, I've met my boyfriend there. One of our employees met her husband there, and we closed down for their wedding. And so cool. we realized that it's more than just a coffee shop. It's about building a community, and we love our town. We love our city, and we love our new town as well, and we want to make sure that it feels like a place that people can have as their second home. And so, whatever that is that we need to make happen, we try to do that. So we have learned that we love doing fun events, and we thrive on that. And so we recently did a 90s party, and everything was full themed, and everyone loved it. And last summer we did a Harry Potter themed party. It went really well. So we just like to have fun. And, aside from having any kind of stale or stagnant movement in what some people expect from a lot of coffee shops, like your classic corporate things, we don't want to be anything like that. We are very unique in our personality. I call us the golden retrievers of coffee shops, because we are as friendly as can be, and we want to teach you. We want you to, hang out with us. We want to hang out with you. We want it to be, feel like it's your home as much as ours.
The tail's always wagging.
Yeah,
always
exactly.
Yeah, great.
Exactly.
Well, let's ask, before I hang up with you here and we both go our own ways, let me ask you, what is your favorite all-time coffee drink? If you could only pick one.
Ooh, I'm going to be a little shameless here at the moment and tell you that the one that I would love to drink is my coffee liqueur.
Okay.
We created one a couple years ago, and we're now marketing it. It's from Counterculture Coffee. We use the beans from them, and we created it in-house and really, really worked on this recipe, and it's so, so good. Obviously have it in moderation, but it is one of my favorite go-tos. On, a cold evening reading a book, I will have just some coffee liqueur on it because it is just so, so good. And as far as non-alcoholic, then just a pour over is always my go-to.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you're a good salesperson.
Well, thank you. I try.
Well, Kari, thank you again for taking the time to share with us. Now, for those who want to start following you on Instagram, where they don't know where you are. What's your Instagram name?
Cure's Instagram name is at Cure, C-U-R-E _ eats, E-E-A-T-S.
Okay. Cure _ eats. All right. And is there any other place we can find you online?
You can check us out on Facebook. It is facebook.com/Cure Coffeehouse. And then we're currently reworking our website as well right now, and we'll announce it on both of our social medias. So we're very social media heavy.
Great. Well, again, thank you for taking the time out of your very busy general manager schedule to share with us.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.